It's the 28th of August. I'm focusing on my task, my work block, and it feels like I'm 100% concentrated, bro. I set a timer for an hour and 10 minutes. I checked the clock, it says 5 minutes left, but it only felt like 20 minutes passed by. I was deep in focus. One of the best sessions I had. Now let's go back in time. Let's rewind. Back to 2020. I'm in a science exam. There's a question that I don't know the answer to. I'm panicking, bro. I've read it like 10 times now. And still, I don't understand a single thing. Nothing is going in my mind. Still, I struggle to interpret the question. Now, the invigilator says, 5 minutes left, students. Bro, I'm panicking, I'm shivering, I don't know what to do. I still have 6 more pages left to do. I look out to the next table next to me, and all my peers are done, whilst I'm here with 6 pages left. What do I do? The invigilator comes, asks for my paper. I don't give it to him, he bangs on my table, and I wake up. It was a dream. My mom's waking me up to go to school. That was how I lived. And even in those preceding years before that. In this video, I will explain each of the brain waves that occurs in our brain as classified by their frequency and their amplitude. I will also talk about a certain type of brain wave that we can influence to boost our focus. So there are 5 types of brain waves. The first one is beta, then alpha, then theta, then delta, and the fastest of them all is gamma. Now, let's talk about beta. Before we talk about beta, it is important to note that each of these brain waves are active in our brain throughout the day, but usually one of them, or 2 in rare cases, are the most dominant. So although we can say these are all the brain waves, almost all of them are active at the same time, but 1 or 2 are dominant. Now, beta brain waves. Okay, here's a picture of all of them, by the way. Here's a picture of all of them. You can see beta brain waves. By the way, this picture will be here until I stop speaking about brain waves, so you can reference. Okay, beta brain waves are active when your normal day-to-day life, when you're conscious and when you're awake, and they exist in 3 categories: low range, medium, and high. Low range beta brain waves are active when you are relaxed and calm, but can still perceive your surroundings. You're still aware of your surroundings. That's low range. Medium range is when you're slightly more aroused, okay? Slightly more aware of your surroundings. Okay, that's medium range. Medium range can be said to be good stress, okay? Whilst high range now, okay? High range is active when you're really pumped up with those stress hormones, the adrenaline, the cortisol. This is when you're really stressed. This is bad stress, okay? That's high range, medium range, and low range. Now let's talk about alpha. Alpha brain waves are slower than beta, as you see in the diagram. And alpha brain waves are active when you're calm, when you're in sensation, and you're not analyzing anything. Your frontal lobe that's involved in planning and action has been suppressed. Okay, a way more relaxed state. Now let's go slower. Okay, now we're going slower into theta. Theta brain waves are active when your mind is awake, but your body's drifting off to sleep. That's theta brain waves. It happens when you're deep in meditation or prayer. Let's go even slow. We're gonna go deep and slower into delta. Delta brainwaves are active when the conscious mind shuts off and we are in deep restorative sleep. You could also go from theta to delta if you allow yourself to go deep enough in meditation. Now, the focus of today, the reason why you're here and I'm here, is gamma waves. Gamma waves are the fastest of them all, and they are active when we are focused on one thing. They are active when we express love and gratitude. They are active when we are involved in creative endeavors. So in theory, if we can shift faster from beta to gamma, we can potentially increase our focusing ability. How do we do that? The most reliable, and it's free, it's easy to do. We all have access to it right now. It's not the breath. It's gamma bianural beats. Now, gamma bianural beats play two different frequencies in one ear. So one ear is a different frequency and the other is a different frequency. And your brain perceives, okay, that difference to be a third frequency. And that is, so the difference of those two frequencies, your brain perceives that to be the third separate frequency, and that is called the bianural beat. Now for gamma, this is usually from 30 hertz to 100 hertz. I'll leave a link in the description below. What can you expect when you listen to gamma bianural beats? First is obvious, improved focus and concentration. There's no doubt in that. 2 is actually improved memory. And 3, mental clarity. So, how do we go about implementing this? Our brain has the power to entrain itself to identify with the frequencies we play into our ear. That's why music is so powerful. But that's a topic for another day. Let's talk about bianural beats. The way you go about implementing this is you give yourself 10 to 15 minutes before a cognitive bout to let your brain entrain to the frequency. For if you want to go extreme, listen to the frequency whilst you do your working bout. And there you have it, bro. One simple and quick and easy way to boost your focus. Over and before we say over and out, if you like the way I talk, scroll down. If you want me to be like you, subscribe.